Hello everyone. This video will be comparing the haunts in Buffalo to those in Syracuse based on my first experience. As you can see from my map here of the haunts in the western third of New York, there are three marquee pro haunts I will be highlighting in the Buffalo market. Those are House of Horrors, Haunted Catacombs, Fright World, and Everhaunt. As we go over to Syracuse, you'll see the sequence that we attended on October 24th. That was Grimsley's Gorge, Frightmare Farms, Demon Acres, and the Fright Nights. Now, what I'm going to do here is mention my experiences in Buffalo first and then get into the contrasts. So, my first ever haunt was Fright World 2002. I was 9 years old. My dad took me and my sister. I've been going to haunts for 18 years now. I went to House of Horrors the next year. That was their second year in the Galleria Mall. I had a home haunt for 2005 to 2010 seasons that was Buffalo Badlands. You might see the brand Buffalo Badlands in the future, not very sure. What you can expect out of all these Buffalo Pro haunts is tip top notch set dressing. They have not only great in house staff, but they also have great visiting crews. Now, one that I really liked specifically in 2015, House of Horrors had Ken Thompson come to dress out Mark of the Beast. And that house still stands as what's probably one of the best Hull House themed elements in the entire country. No kidding. Uh, these haunts right here, you have Fright World, House of Horrors, and Everhaunt, definitely worthy of sitting on top haunt lists, even the most questionable ones. Because really, if you go to some markets, you'll see that these three are of exceptional quality, even though from a local visiting repetitive experience standpoint, the shows just get dull. It it really relights the flame for their quality when you see haunts in other markets that aren't of the top demand. What we have here is a very mechanistic production scheme in this market where it's cut and dry building regime, by the book, uh, exact lines, no deviation. It's supposed to be most vigorous product, but in seeing that the sets are prioritized and the construction is more condensed, there are absolute pitfalls when it comes to acting. See, they operate like an assembly line, more bodies over a short amount of time. It leads to impression times of maybe 3 seconds, 4 seconds, five if you're lucky as an actor. But this is where the Syracuse market lights up Buffalo like there's no tomorrow. Their impression times go up to as much as 10, 11, 12 seconds. It's a much less commodified production scheme. The Buffalo acting is also, might I say, replaceable parts, modular, cookie cutter. It, in proper operation, it does cut out the talent of individuals. There have been certain cases where, someone with a very physical acting style can shine in great psychologically aligning scene. But overall, the effects of acting here fall flat because compared to other markets, because it's not it's not regarded as a theatrical pursuit. It's a product. It's a marketed product. It's unfortunate, but there are elements of the Halloween spirit in the Syracuse market that you just can't get when there's, I don't want to say huge amounts of money at stake, because there are huge amounts of money at stake in any of these haunts, but it's less restricting on the essence of those shows, because it is a smaller market. I think because they can go under the radar a little more, they are neighborhood shows. They're local theater versus, most of what you have here. There's like Lockport Haunted Cave and Boat Ride. I think that falls into the category of, more off the grid and capable of doing a more spirited approach. Nightmare Hayride's the same. Grizzly's Trail of Terror, miles ahead of the pro haunts, except for Everhaunt. Grizzly's Trail of Terror, absolutely on top of the market. Two similar approaches, but it's the acting The acting falls because of commodification. In Syracuse, I think it's possible that because of the lack, the relative lack of formal stage venues, a lot of those actors actually find their way into haunted attractions. There were at least 5 actors at Frightmare Farms who ran 2 or more lines with not a cliche in the bunch. No cliches among 90% of the actors there, or demon acres. It's imaginative. These folks have, maybe it's a freedom that isn't availed in these more professional, rigid haunts here. And like I said, I have yet to see a good number of the shows in that market. I'm just playing off of a 4 haunt sample, but it's possibly representative, considering I got amateur, trail, hayride, and indoor pro. I'm excited to see what else is on display there. It's going to be a lot of fun later this year. What I can say from this market is definitely go to Grimsley's Gorge and Frightmare Farms multiple times. They're great. Demon Acres once because of the hayride being fantastic. Fright Nights, not so much.